The Riddels were a prominent Belfast family in Victorian and Edwardian times. They accumulated wealth through the Industrial Revolution and used it to benefit their local community. Riddel Hall is probably the most obvious building they are associated with, but it is not the only one. Join me to learn more about the Riddel family and their impact on Belfast, its people and its places. John Riddel was a Belfast middle-class businessman who established his iron, steel and tin plate company in 1803. He lived here in Beechmont's house on Falls Road with his wife Annabella Charlie and their 10 children. The Riddel family home is now part of the College de First Year Irish-speaking school. John Riddel would probably have welcomed this since he was invested in the Belfast Irish Harp Society, which promoted the Irish language and culture. Their firstborn child, Margaret, married Samuel Barber, whose family owned the Barber Threads Company and gigantic linen mill in Hilden. Margaret and Samuel moved to New York to sell Barber thread in America. She died of postpartum fever, but her daughter's niece, Ruth Duffin, later became the first warden of Riddel Hall. John's eldest son, William, expanded the family business and commissioned the iconic Riddel warehouse on Ann Street, which was built in the 1860s. It is still standing today, not far from Nulla with the Hula. Heavier goods were stored here, servicing smaller ironmongers across the country. But the troubles forced the business to vacate the premises. Today, more than 200 years after its creation, Riddels still exists in Lisburn. It is now owned by the Murphy family, which takes great pride in the company's heritage and have converted their boardroom into a wonderful little museum. The Riddel business had many other locations in Belfast, including a small foundry in one of the entries, probably Pottinger's. Its core shop on Donegal Place was known as Riddel's Arcade and enabled the transformation of the street into a commercial area. The Art Deco style we see today comes from the 30s. The Riddel's handbills can still be seen, but the ore which decorated the pillars was changed to be by the next owner. Eliza and Isabella inherited the means to build Riddel Hall from their brother Samuel, another generous philanthropist. By offering accommodation to women students, Riddel Hall significantly improved the access of higher education to women. The two sisters supported many other good causes, which is commemorated by the stained glass window in the family church on Rosemary Street, which features Riddel Hall. And Eliza and Isabella even funded the organ. Eliza and Isabella's cousin, Henry Musgrave, took over the family business and helped with the establishment of Riddel Hall as its first chairman and a member of Queen's Senate. Following their example, he endowed Queen's University with funding for scholarships and for the establishment of housing for male students. The hostel was known as Queen's Chambers and it was demolished in the 60s to allow for the construction of the Students' Union, now making way to the Student Centre. Henry Musgrave is also known for donated land to the city to build Musgrave Park and Drumglass Park on the Lisburn Road. The Riddel family was one of these prosperous families from the end of the 19th century who chose to share their wealth with the less fortunate and drive social change at a time where state-funded welfare provision was virtually non-existent. By doing so, they left their mark on Belfast and Queen's University.